Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to cover some efficient ways to level that doesn't require you to spend millions of gold on carries and boosts and potentially getting scammed out of said money, since scams are running extremely rampant right now and people are getting furious in the Discord. So before I get into it, if any of this info I'm about to go over helps you in any way, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. It helps me a lot and I would really appreciate it. All right, first off, if you are currently leveling a brand new character and is your first character, I am sorry to say that Blizzard has locked you into completing the campaign once in its entirety before you can make use of any of the tips in this video, except for the very last part where I cover 50 plus. So my recommendation for you is doing a first playthrough, enjoying it as much as you can. The developers did a wonderful job on the campaign itself. The cutscenes are really well done, and overall I had a blast actually going through the campaign, so I would recommend just enjoying it for what it is, because you're probably not going to be playing through it again unless you just want to for the nostalgia sake of it in the future. For everybody else that has already completed the campaign, grinded their main to the point where they're at a happy place where they want to start making alts and trying new characters, new classes, new builds, I have some helpful tips for you that's going to help where you can get your alts leveled up without breaking the bank and without getting scammed out of your money in the process. So first off, when you make a brand new character, we're going to do that right now, just so I can show you exactly what we're talking about. So we're going to make a brand new character and we're going to skip the campaign. So create new character, doesn't really matter. Let's go barbarian, because why not? Finalize, skip campaign. That's all you do. Check that right there. Skip campaign, put in whatever name you want and hit start game, and you will go completely straight to Kilvashad. You don't start at the cave, you go straight to Kilvashad. You have the waypoint for all the major cities. All of your account-wide renown will be unlocked. And then I can show you the rest. So once you are in, you will have obviously all of the renown unlocks. You're going to have 10 skill points. At level 1, you'll have 10 skill points. You'll have all of the stat bonuses from the Altars of Lilith. You're going to have the Paragon, the 20 points of Paragon for whenever you reach level 50. So as you can see, this character is only working on renown level 2. But I have all of the account-wide Paragon unlocked. I've done all the statues of Lilith on my main, so I have all of those stats on this character already. Case in point, my stats are kind of high for this level. My max obols are 920. So we have all of the stats unlocked. You are gonna then have all of the waypoints, waypoint of the major cities. So you got Kilvashad where you start off, you got Saragar, you got Kedbardu, you got Gaekul, you have Zarbinzet, and you have the Tree of Whispers. Tree of Whispers is unlocked at level 1 on any character that's skipping the campaign, and this is going to be a key part of our leveling experience. So first priority will be legions. I got roughly about 90% of a level in about 10 minutes doing a legion. So after we complete legions, and there's no current legions active, we want to focus on the Tree of Whispers quests. You need to get 10 ticks of Grim Favors to go to the tree, make the turn in, and choose one of 3 potential boxes. Now, if you have an option for weapons, don't choose that. You constantly change your weapon, probably every like 30 minutes or so, and getting a weapon from the Tree of Whispers is generally just not worth it. If you can get rings, amulets, or any of the armor pieces, you're going to have a piece that's going to stay with you for longer, and it's going to be more value for your effort. You want to focus on legions number 1, Tree of Whispers number 2. Once you hit or get close to level 50 and you're able to clear the capstone dungeon, you're going to want to do that as soon as possible. Now, while you're going up from 1 to about 50-ish, the question is which world tier to be in. Now, the difference between World Tier 1 and World Tier 2 is about 20% experience difference. Relatively speaking, you can probably clear stuff faster on World Tier 1 more than 20% faster than you can on World Tier 2. For pretty much everybody, World Tier 1 is actually going to be faster and more efficient to level than World Tier 2. Even though you get slightly more experience, the mobs have more health, they do more damage, and generally it just takes a little bit longer to clear them. And over the course of time, you're actually going to go slower on your leveling experience than you were if you were to just stay on World Tier 1. So my recommendation for most builds would be to stay on World Tier 1 until you can clear the capstone dungeon and go straight from World Tier 1 to World Tier 3, because you're going to get 100% experience. You're going to start being able to get sacred legendaries and uniques. And then once you hit level 50 and you're able to actually get to World Tier 3, your priorities are going to change a little bit. So you're going to be focused on legions first and foremost still, because they have just the most amount of experience you're going to be able to get. And then secondly, you're going to be focused on nightmare dungeons, prioritizing nightmare dungeons that are linked up with dungeons for your Tree of Whispers quests. So over here, we have our lovely little enchanter person. And in here, you can craft sigils. I don't have it unlocked on this character, obviously, because I'm only level 32. But whenever you're 50 plus, you can craft sigils. Just craft the low tier sigils and blaze through dungeons. You get a crap ton of experience, and Blizzard has already confirmed that it has a higher chance of dropping your sacred items in nightmare dungeons than it does regular dungeons. And soon they're going to be buffing the experience you get from nightmare dungeons as well. So realistically, nightmare dungeons is going to far outweigh regular dungeons. So craft your sigils, and then just start looking around and see if there's any of the because it doesn't take long to see how many dungeons there are. Just look around, see the dungeons that are up, and see if you have any matching keys for your nightmare dungeons. And if you do those ones as a priority, because you can double up with the experience of nightmare dungeon plus Key of Whispers turn-in, and that would be the fastest way to level post 50. So there you have it. Those are the most efficient ways to level up that isn't paying for a boost and is solo player friendly. And overall, you're going to actually get to play the game rather than standing at the entrance of a dungeon and waiting for somebody else to play the game for you. So those would be my tips. And again, if any of this content has been helpful in any way, again, please consider leaving a like, subscribing, and I will see you guys again in the future. Happy leveling!